Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I have another plan with me today. I am using this Caress Press kit. It is Cinco de Mayo. That is the actual name of the Caress Press kit, and that is the week that I am planning for. And I actually don't like celebrate Cinco de Mayo anyway at all, but I love the kit. The art is just absolutely beautiful. So I definitely wanted to use it because I think Caress Press has her, well, I do know that she has her own artist, and that artist, she is amazing. I can't remember exactly what her name is, but she's really really good, and I really love this art. It is so beautiful. You'll be able to see like the full boxes better whenever I lay it down. But yeah, this book is pretty relaxed. It really didn't really do much, so I'm not sure exactly how exciting this plan with me is going to be. Um, but yeah, so right now I'm just gonna lay down all the basics of the week right now. But I will just go ahead and start off with Monday. I actually did want to say I used a quote from Letters. No. This is not Letters. This is Art Box stickers. So I used one of her quotes, and it says "Dream big," which has absolutely nothing to do with this week. But I wanted to put like a foiled script in that quote box, or like a foiled quote. So yeah, that's basically it. So I can just get started with Monday. So Monday was Coffee Monday, of course. I drank some coffee, and then I also meal plan on Monday, which is such a wreck. I need to meal plan today, actually. Today is Monday. Today that I am doing this voiceover is Monday the 6th. So, yeah, I don't know what the point of that was, but yeah, it's Monday the 6th. So, also, well, my husband, he works for AT&T, and normally, like, when he's work, we never, like, have lunch with him or, like, meet him out at anything. But this time, he was like, hey, I'm close, because he kind of works, like, outside of the city a little bit, but he was actually in the city, but downtown. So he was like, hey, I'm downtown. Do you want to come and meet me? So we went to go have lunch with him. It was really fun, especially since we, like, never get to, like, have lunch with him like while he's at work. And my son just thought it was the coolest thing to see his dad like in public, like in his work van with his uniform. Like you would have thought like his dad was like in the military or like a cop or something. Like he was just so excited to see him, and he was like just all about his van and his uniform and everything. It was so stinking cute. So yeah, we had lunch with him at this place called Good Time Charlie's. I think I've talked about it before, but if you ever like if you live in San Antonio, or if you ever come to San Antonio, that's a really good place. It's like an old, like, I think it probably used to be, well, I know it's like a super old restaurant, like it's been around forever, but their like hamburgers are really good. That was where like the first date me and my husband ever had was at that restaurant. But their chicken fried steak is so good. Their chicken fried steak is really good, but the restaurant is kind of old and small, kind of, but it's super good. And then I had the longest nap of life. So like this week and towards the end of last week, I was just like taking naps like all the time. Like every day I was just taking naps. So I think I finally, after like my niece told all of our family, I think the anxiety of worrying about like her, and since I was the only one that knew, and like having to like hide it, I think like all of that, once she finally told everyone, kind of was like finally went away. So I was trying to like catch up on all the sleep that I missed out on because I was so stressed out about her whole situation and stuff. So yeah, and then I also ordered food because I order my groceries from Walmart. So I ordered food that day, and then on Tuesday my husband had to work because he's normally off like Tuesday, Wednesdays. So he had to work, and that beautiful work oh my god, script is from Letters to Apollo. And then I went to go pick up the food from there, and I just planned some more, and I picked up the older kids from school. So, yes, and then I watched The Good Doctor. I love that show. I think that's the only show that I'm watching right now. Like I tend, actually no, that's the only show I'm binge watching right now, but like the other shows that I'm watching right now are Double Shot at Love and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Oh my gosh, I love that show. And World of Dance. So I think those three are the ones that like we watch that are like recorded. But if you have any other shows that you guys are in love with, like I watch Grey's Anatomy and like This Is Us, but I normally like binge watch those or something. But anyways, The Good Doctor is what I'm on right now, and I'm obsessed. So then also that $2 Make Me Holla, because it was $2 Tuesday. That's also from Letters to Apollo, and this is on now on Tuesday, and it was just her lettering is gorgeous, and I just love it. So also I cleaned up a little bit, and then we went to go have dinner at my parents' house, because we tend to do family dinners like every Tuesday, and the whole family like just gets together. We kind of like talk about everyone's week and like what's been happening, just kind of catch up really, since that's like the only day that all of us are there. So it's really like we all really look forward to that day. And on Wednesday, my husband was off that day. So he was off, but he had to go do something. I don't know. Anyways, he ended up leaving in the morning before I woke up, and he ended up taking the 3-year-old too. Oh, he had to go get an oil change. There we go. So he took the 3-year-old, so I was able to sleep in, because normally my 3-year-old, he wakes up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then he comes into my room, and like that's a wrap. Like I'm up. But this time I woke up, it was like 10:30 or 10:45, and I'm like, the baby, he sleeps late. He sleeps till like 11:30. He's a late sleeper. Even if I put him to bed early, he's still a late sleeper. But not, obviously, he won't sleep that late if I put him to bed like early. But if I put him to bed at 10, he'll probably wake up at 10. But at 10 or 10:30. But anyways, long story short, he was sleeping in, and then I woke up and I was like, oh man, what time is it? And I was like, oh man, it's 10:45. I got me some good sleep. I was able to just wake up comfortably, not wake up with anyone asking me a million questions already. So yeah, I slept in, and then we had Tinka Taco, which is just like there's like a million taco places when you live in San Antonio, because it's basically like Mexico. But there is a million taco places. So it's basically, I don't want to say it's like a Jalisco's, but it's basically just like a Mexican restaurant, and they have really good tacos there. Their tacos are pretty big. And then we watched The Grinch, the cartoon The Grinch, the newest one. I had never seen it, and it was so cute. I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed it. For like a cartoon version, I really like that one. But I also do love the one with Jim Carrey, because it's Jim Carrey. So it they're two different two totally different versions, but I love both of them. I can't say like which one would be my favorite, but if you haven't seen that one, that's a cute one. And then we also did go to Costco. We had some family time. I cooked dinner. I was like trying to like find stuff to put in, so like I cooked dinner. And then I posted my like some of my old spreads. I'm like so behind on taking pictures and like posting them, because I use natural light. So I take like the same place that I film these videos is the same place that I take the pictures, but I have to put like a little white like piece of foam underneath to give it a white background. And like it's been raining like off and on, and for me to take pictures like when it's super bright outside, like that's when I try and take all of my pictures. Otherwise I have to do like a lot of editing to get it to look bright without like washing out the color of the stickers, so I can get it white enough to where it actually looks white in the background without shadows. But then like when you look at the actual stickers, like the stickers look super washed out. It doesn't look anything like it does in real life. So I'm not like that savvy at anything really, like tech wise or computer wise or anything like that. So to take like these pictures without all this equipment that everyone has, like lights and all that stuff, I mean obviously I still do it, but it just like takes me a while, and sometimes I don't like the way it ends up coming out even after I edit it, so I have to wait until I get like the perfect lighting to be able to take the picture and like actually want to post it. So then on Thursday, I got a ton of Happy Meal. Like, I was supposed to have Happy Meal come in on like all these different days, and for some reason, all of the Happy Meal came in on Thursday. So, like, I mean, I'm not complaining, but I think I probably, the mailman is probably like, how is she getting like 10 packages in one day? But yeah, I got all my Happy Meal, a ton of it on Thursday. And Thursday, my niece also went for her first sonogram, and so she found out that she is 11 weeks, and she is due in November. And I think the shock has kind of like worn off of everyone, and it just has turned into, yes, it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's get ready for a baby type of attitude, I guess, type of environment. Everyone, like it's not like a hush hush conversation. It's like, how are you feeling? What are your symptoms? Or what are your symptoms? What are your cravings? And I don't know. It is what it is. And I also read and I uploaded the last week's plan with me. I watched some more Good Doctor, and I did the dishes, like a pile of dishes. So when I do dishes, I am normally like the clean as I go type of person. So if I'm cooking dinner, so I'll like cook dinner or do whatever. And then if there's like a lull while I'm cooking dinner, like if I have to wait for meat to brown, or if I have to wait for like anything, or if I have like things on the stove, I have to wait for it all to kind of get hot, I'll start like washing whatever's in the sink. So that way when I'm done, I don't have like a ton of dishes, because I hate seeing a sink like overflowing with dishes. Okay, and then I wash dishes like after breakfast, because I make breakfast and stuff. So then I was like, damn, I feel like I'm washing dishes all day long. So instead, what I did was I just didn't wash dishes at all during the day, or even while I was cooking. I just waited till I finished to the end of the day, and I washed the dishes. And I was washing dishes probably for like, because I hand wash dishes. I don't have a dishwasher. Well, I have a dishwasher, but it's like literally, it's like 3, almost 4 cabinets away from my sink. So I would literally have to walk to the dishwasher to put the dishes in. And I don't know if it works, because we've never, ever, ever used it. We've always washed dishes by hand, and so that's just the way I wash them. But anyways, I felt like I was washing dishes for hours. So I just figured I just learned that I would rather wash dishes throughout the day and like feel like I might be washing dishes all day long than literally have to stand there and wash dishes for like 5 hours straight. Because it was ridiculous. And then I had to like stop halfway through, because like my house is hella old, and we have like the same water heater that it was in, and the water only stays hot for like 30 minutes. The water can get blazing hot, but it'll only stay hot for like maybe 30 minutes. So I had to like stop, let the water cool down, and then reheat and all that stuff, and it was just a mess. So yeah, I just decided from now on I'm just gonna wash dishes throughout the day instead of waiting for the entire day to be over with. And then that was my conclusion. So dishes. Friday, it was my niece's birthday. I also read some more. I made some tea. We are sweet tea drinkers in this house. Like, we don't really have sodas or juices, but we pretty much always have sweet tea, or we always have Kool-Aid. It's like one or the other, but most of the time it's sweet tea. The only time we have Kool-Aid is if like my husband's like, okay, we need a break. Like, that's enough like sweet tea, because we've had it for like 2 months in a row. So then I'll make some Kool-Aid, and then we'll go right back to sweet tea. And then I researched some recipes. Well, I actually went on Pinterest and was like pinning a bunch of recipes that I think that I would probably do, because like I said the last time, trying to meal plan is like the hardest thing for me. So if you guys have any like super easy favorite recipes that you guys love and that aren't expensive, I would definitely appreciate if you left like any down in the comments below, because I went on Pinterest, but I feel like it's just kind of the same thing that I always see. And either I feel like it's just too much, or it's because there's 6 of us and my husband eats a lot. And my 14-year-old son, he's starting to eat a lot. So I feel like I have to make a ton of food. So I'd like to for it to not be too expensive. But yeah, that's what I did. I researched a ton of recipes that day. And then I also vacuumed the whole house, and I posted some more stuff on Instagram, and I filmed the voiceover for, I don't know what I did. I guess for last week I actually filmed the voiceover. Yeah, because when I uploaded the video, it was the Easter upload that I did. And then my dad visit on Saturday. My dad came to visit, and we were supposed to go to, so my 3-year-old, like, you can't say anything in front of him because then he gets all crazy, which I'm pretty sure a lot of, like, kids are like that. Like, if you want to say, like, let's go to Chuck E. Cheese, then they lose their mind, but you're not really sure if you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, so you try to, like, hint about it. Well, my dad literally had just bought a membership to the kids museum so that he can go with me to the kids museum. Well, when he was sitting here on the couch, and he was like, "Oh, I have to go get a haircut." And I was like, "Okay, after your haircut, do you think you want to go to that place that you just bought a membership for?" So my dad was like, "Sure." So that's exactly how the conversation went. He was like, "Sure." And I said, "Okay, well, when you're done with your haircut, call me, so I'll head out and we'll just meet each other there." He was like, "All right, that sounds good." So then he's getting his haircut. He calls me. He's like, "Hey, I'm leaving." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna get the kids in the car and we'll meet you there." Now this whole time I haven't clarified the kids museum. He hasn't clarified kids museum or anything, because we were on the same page. So then I pull up, I call him. He's like, "Hey, I'm already here. Call me. I'm waiting outside the building. So call me when you get into the parking lot." I'm like, "All right." So when I get into the parking lot, I'm like, "Hey, Dad, I'm here." He's like, "Where are you parked at?" And I said, "Where I normally park." And he's like, "All right." I said, "But I'm closer to the trees." He's like, "Oh, I'm all right, all right." So then he's like, "Hey." So I get out the car, right? And where I park is like right in the front of the building, so it shouldn't take him long to come out. Well, I got out of the car, got the kids in the stroller, and like I was walking all the way to the front of the building. And I'm like, "Where is he?" So then I call him and I'm like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I can't find you. Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in the front. Like I'm in the front of the building. I don't how you can't go into the building without passing me." And he's like, "Well, I'm inside of the building." And then he's like, "Never mind. I'll wait for you by the carts." And I'm like, "By the carts?" So, long story short, he was at Costco and I was at the kids museum, and I've never been to the kids museum by myself because both of the boys go in two totally different directions and I cannot watch both of them at the same time. Like, I physically cannot go in two separate places. So, I just kept the baby in the stroller. Poor thing. He wanted to get down and play, but I couldn't let him down. But we only stayed for like maybe 30 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, that was like a huge fiasco, and that was an extra long story that was unnecessary. But he ended up going to Costco, and he was like, "Well, you said a membership." I'm like, "Dad, you just bought the membership to the kids museum." He was like, "Oh man, I don't know. For some reason, I just had a membership, but I thought about Costco." I'm like, "Dad, never again. Okay, never again. We gotta get on the same page." So that was a whole fiasco for the kids museum. And then again, of course, I watched The Good Doctor. I watched the show when they're taking a nap. So instead of cleaning, I'm watching the show, which is very unproductive. And then we had pizza that night, and there was a boxing fight, like Canelo and somebody, but Canelo ended up winning, of course. So then on Sunday, it was our other niece's birthday. And then we went to church, and we went to Bill Miller's, which is like a kind of like a fast food chain restaurant here. I don't know if it's everywhere, but it's like barbecue, like fried chicken and stuff. And then I finished that book, Always and Forever, Laura Jean, which is so cute. It's To All the Boys I Loved Before. It's like that series. Oh no, it's that same series, but it's the last book in the series, and it was so cute. I wish it kind of would have like fast forwarded towards the end to like where she graduated college if they were still together. And then my nephew visited us. He hung out with us for a while, and it was really nice to just talk and catch up and stuff. So here I realized I did not put the deco, so I went ahead and put some deco at the top and just kind of, I have a hard time peeling their stickers off, but yeah, put the decos at the top, cut off all the extra bits at the top, and then like put some of these Sadie stickers, like mini deco stickers everywhere. Just like sprinkle them throughout the spread. and stuff like that. And then I realized I left the box empty, and I realized I left the bottom empty too. Like I had no clue I didn't put a picture at the bottom. But here I am showing you what I have left. So I have like a bunch of that sheet, which I never used the checklist really, or the work. I saved the bill dues. All that's empty. I'll save those boxes too. So that sheet's really the only one that gets thrown away. And that's it. That is everything that I have. Here's my Viv Wiggle and Twerk, or whatever she calls it. And then I lift the entire planner because you can only see like the bottom half. And there's like a ton more foil. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to comment, rate, and comment, like, and subscribe. And have a great day.